bought the land and started planting vines? Was that what happened? Your great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather in
Okay.
in the 30s.
Okay.
But this Galognano,
Yeah.
they was working with how is it in English? They was making tissues, clothes.
Clothes. Oh,
textiles.
textile. Yeah.
Exactly. From Empoli. Empoli, it's near Florence. It's
Okay.
In this part of Florence, it's very deep in the culture, very ancient art culture for the textile. And they was making canapa. What's English for canapa? Canapa.
Capes? Coats?
Jackets.
No,
Linen? No, canapa is a plant.
Oh, it's a
one
plant.
you can also smoke.
Oh, hemp.
Oh, cannabis. Cannabis.
Exactly.
Cannabis.
Sorry.
Okay. Hemp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, they were growing
was
hemp.
making it in Tuscany.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
region of
Yeah.
Tuscany was very really it's really an old thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Make clothing out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
Does anybody
I
still
have
do?
also old
Loom?
table
Oh, like a loom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
made from my grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, and they and so they bought this part here
Mhm.
for bringing their activity also here.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
in Colle they had a shop
Okay.
selling clothing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And my grandfather did also this.
Mhm.
And in Italy, agriculture was called mezzadria.
Yeah, the sharecropping. Yeah.
So until the 50 years,
Mhm.
about 50, 60. So in all these houses,
Yeah.
they was living the mezzadri.
Okay.
It was the agriculture was working here.
Right.
And my grandfather really didn't make agriculture, he was the owner. And so mezzadria was so you are the owner, you take half, while the worker takes the half.
Yeah.
And everyone here had cows, vineyards, animals, everything.
Mhm.
Cool.
So orto,
Vegetables. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
vegetables garden, everything. They made every house here make everything,
Yeah.
and half was for the owner and half it was the low.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the 50 years, this kind of working stops.
They outlawed it, or they. Yeah.
And so all the agriculture here, the workers leaves for going to the city
Yeah.
and find a better life. They thought.
Yeah.
Yes, it was like this. And of course the owner, he had to take workforce for making everything because it was hard.
Yeah.
And they didn't had a big wine cellar for doing all the wine. So later I show you how the wine cellar evolved, because this was also an evolution in the 60s. And yes, and my father later in the 70s decided to make to be agriculture.
Yeah.
And it was a bad idea.